Hello. Hey, Department of Corrections in the U.S. and in the U.K. When I talk about the word home, right? The word home stands for, like after they do all of their processes, right? After watching several prison shows and stuff, it's like you have a set of people who like to keep going back, and keep going back, and I want to like change that factor of them keep repeating going back. So like y'all go through a process of like halfway houses and stuff. Like, but what I want to do with the Department of Corrections is actually like a set of homes. Okay, so like what how I feel is like they will go back and do the same thing again because when they went home, it's what either they saw it or they're going through something or people are trying to put them in situations where they turn back and do the same thing again. So like with me working with the Department of Corrections, what I want to do is like have a set of homes where after they do the halfway house or whatever, or they could be like in a program or something, like a set of homes that'll be like apartments or something where they could this would be your home. I am assigning this apartment to you, and this is where you will live. This is if they have kids, this is where you and your kids will live, instead of where I'm going to do the same thing again and again and again and again. Okay, so then I understand that there are like you have like I learned it like there's a lawyer, but then there's a prosecutor in the situation. The prosecutor will have to understand that we don't want to be picked on anymore. Okay, but then the lawyer will have to understand that we done been picked on year after year after year after year after year, and then eventually it's like you take your frustration out. Your frustration has to come out, okay? Because then you have been trying to talk to this person, that person, the third person, and who is really listening to you, okay? So then you go and talk to somebody for an hour, or you go get medication from someone, or whatever. They like I feel like you shouldn't. The first time that you go talk to somebody, and they administer you medication, they should actually it should be a process where you go talk to somebody for an hour for about like 6 months before you actually go talk to someone to administer you drugs. Okay, and my reason saying is because eventually you will, if you can get comfortable with the person and what you're talking to for an hour, you can explain like how you feel or what you're going through. Okay, before you set aside the time to well, let's go and talk to somebody that can give you a drug. Okay, because you don't actually know that they're going to take that medication. You don't actually know if they're selling that medication on the streets. These are things in which you don't know. Okay, all right, just to make $1 off a drug. Okay, so I just want to, what I want to do with the Department of Corrections is actually set up homes and houses, or maybe like even if uh, we could come together and buy like a complex or something for the people where where they won't because when I went home, home was like this type of way, um, because it was that kind of a way, you ended up back into a facility. Like I'm thinking more on the level of if I get a complex or just say the grant money in which I get, I can get a complex with that money. It'll be set up for the inmates that keep on going back into a family lifestyle that ain't right. Okay? After learning about what is good support and what is bad support. Okay? And then for bad support to be like your family, you know. So then, like, I feel like for me learning that I could be just centered around people that are bad support. Um, I just feel like that the better way to go about it would be like I could purchase a complex and it'll be for the inmates. Like after they done walk their steps through the processes of you all, or they could just have just some people just ain't in the right situation. Some people just love the lifestyle, you know. But how do you change it actually? So I was just thinking a complex for them where this will be your home and then your children can go be with you in your home. Okay, there are people that have been beaten, you know, and mom run away and so she can stop being beaten on, but then you let the abuser have the kids, and how is that right? It's not right. And it's like how many mothers are going through that, like um and how do you change it for them to have their kids, and how do you make them feel more safer? um that's just how I feel about it. I know that it's going to take a little while before the men and the women write me though, but how my YouTube pages are, I would be able to say on one page I can say this is, I'm gonna give you an example, Jane Doe, and their number is 77777. But then on my other YouTube page, I can go into this is the letter that they wrote me. So if anybody can help them in their situation, it'll be greatly appreciated. I don't care if you're a lawyer. I don't care if you're a case manager of some sort, but if you can help them, please do. Everybody needs some help. Even I need help sometimes. um, but my main focus is, like, my number one objective is to have a complex for the inmates where they're not repeating themselves in their actions. They could just be lost and confused. How do you change that? How do you change the life of one of the people that does crimes and stuff? I feel like that I am serving justice by helping other people work out their problems and figuring out actually what are my problems to become a better person. And it's very helpful. If this ever becomes, you know, like a program that the states decide, like, well, this seems like to be a good program. It's working for her and she is getting better. And they decide to place the program into the states, I would be like the happiest person in the world. Because there are people that, you know, they have situations and they don't know how to come out of their situations. Okay? Well, talk to you later. Bye.